The standard playbook for a new AI model is to release it as fast as possible. Companies aim for scale, pushing their software to millions of users to find bugs, gather data, and dominate the market. But in early April, Anthropic broke that pattern. They announced a new, highly advanced model called Claude Mythos, and then immediately made the decision to keep it away from the public. Internal red teams, researchers who try to break the AI, found that Mythos possessed a level of computer security proficiency that rivaled and often beat human experts. This timeline shows the specific vulnerability that triggered the alarm. In a single test, the AI scanned decades of legacy code and located a critical, dormant bug that had remained entirely undetected for 27 years. Mythos didn't just flag the error. It immediately generated a precise, functional method to exploit that weakness and gain control of the system. Anthropic's leadership concluded that releasing a tool capable of unearthing and weaponizing these dormant flaws without human oversight was too great a risk to the open web. This discovery changed the conversation around generative AI. Suddenly, regulators and financial institutions were forced to treat a text-based assistant as a potential weapon against core digital services. This diagram shows how that autonomous threat operates. Instead of human manual searches, Mythos simultaneously hunts through millions of lines of code across platforms. In early trials, it identified thousands of high-severity vulnerabilities, finding structural flaws in every major operating system and web browser. This is why central bankers are now expressing concern. If this level of automated code cracking reached malicious actors, they could systematically target the digital infrastructure that holds the global financial system together. We have seen how fragile that infrastructure is. In July 2024, a single faulty update from the cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike grounded flights and knocked banks offline worldwide. While CrowdStrike was an accident, an AI with these capabilities could allow an attacker to deliberately target those same pressure points, orchestrating a cascading failure. The AI is holding a mirror up to a foundation of legacy code neglected for years, and suddenly those structural flaws are visible to anyone with the right prompt. In response, Anthropic moved the model into a restricted quarantine protocol named Project Glasswing. Instead of a public rollout, they granted exclusive access to a select coalition, 12 major tech companies, and 40 organizations responsible for the world's most critical software. This coalition includes companies like Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, and CrowdStrike. These partners are deploying Mythos against their own systems, using the AI to find and fix the flaws hackers seek, effectively patching vulnerabilities from the inside out. The pressure comes from the inevitable timeline of AI development. Rival labs and open-source projects are moving towards this same hacking proficiency, meaning patches must be ready before the capability becomes widespread. Project Glasswing is a preemptive attempt to immunize the internet. It is a race to find the flaws before the next generation of AI tools makes those flaws impossible to hide. To experts like Ciaran Martin, Mythos represents a dual reality. It is either a dangerous tool for exploitation or our best chance to finally fix the underlying vulnerabilities of the internet. This debate is happening against a backdrop of rising public anxiety. Tech companies often lean into this mix of fear and excitement to build buzz around their latest research. Skepticism is necessary here. Anthropic has a cleaner marketing interest in claiming their unreleased tool has unprecedented power. It creates an aura of capability that is hard to verify without public access. When the UK's AI Safety Institute audited the model, they found that while it is a highly capable hacker, its primary threat is against systems that are already poorly defended. Researchers cannot yet confirm if Mythos can penetrate well-defended infrastructure. When cybersecurity is disciplined and patched, even a model this advanced can be stopped. Most successful cyber attacks still rely on simple human mistakes, weak passwords or clicking the wrong link, rather than sophisticated AI-driven exploits. As these models proliferate, the security of the internet depends less on stopping the AI and more on fixing the foundational vulnerabilities it exposes. Survival doesn't require panic. It requires a return to basic, disciplined cybersecurity.